It's midday. Good afternoon. Here is the midday news on OGBC. I am Bolaji Izzy. First, the major items. National Assembly pledges collaboration with executive in tackling insecurity. The presidency is assuring of speedy reforms in the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry. Military authorities arrest French journalist amid clampdown on free press. The National Assembly will work hand in glove with the executive to find lasting solutions to all issues of insurgency. Of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio gave the assurance on Sunday of the interdenominational church service to commemorate the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Senator Akpabio reiterated government's commitment to providing the armed forces with the needed support to bring total peace to the country. He assured of necessary reforms to ensure that all the complaints bordering on insurgency are addressed. In the same vein, the current administration in the Gateway State will leave no stone unturned towards ensuring improved welfare for members of the armed forces. It will also invest more in the training and equipping of security personnel with the latest technology for prompt service delivery. The governor, Prince Tapabiodun, gave the assurance on Sunday of a church service commemorating this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the Cathedral of St. Peter's in Abeokuta, represented by his deputy, Engineer Naimot Alakoye Dele. Governor Abiodun saluted the courage of the Nigerian Armed Forces for being resolute in the face of contemporary challenges and equally confronting the security challenges. Earlier, the Bishop of African Church, Ilaro, the Right Reverend Peter Oyero, and a sermon at the service charged Nigerians to embrace righteousness and contribute towards overcoming the nation, charged to continue to remain vigilant and uncompromising in the discharge of their constitutional responsibilities. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, gave the charge in a goodwill message on the occasion of this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day. General Musa pointed out that the day holds great significance as it provides the opportunity to reflect on the sacrifices, bravery, and commitment of the fallen heroes in defending the territorial integrity of the country. The defense chief told the military personnel to remain resolute in defeating all forms of security threats to ensure enduring peace and security in every area of the country. The presidency has assured that the ongoing financial reforms in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation will be fast-tracked given the importance of the ministry's social investment programs. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, gave the assurance while speaking with newsmen. He said the committee led by the coordinating minister of the economy and minister of finance, Mr. Wale Edun, is working mindful of the urgency of the need to resume the social investment process which President Bolaji altered last Friday. To improve the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry or to develop financial guidelines for the ministry and its agencies. Persons living with disability who wish to sit for the 2024-2025 Unified Matriculation Examination can now register at no cost. The Registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, said this while rolling out the registration process for interested candidates across the country. Professor Oloyede explained that JAMB will issue free application documents to all categories of persons living with disability as a form of support. He said that measures have been put in place to ensure a smooth exercise for all candidates, while audiobooks will be provided for all blind candidates. You're listening to the Midday News on OGBC 90.5 FM. Guinea's military authorities have arrested French journalist Thomas Dietrich amidst reports of deteriorating press freedom situation in the West African country. Arrested Sunday in the capital Conakry while investigating alleged corruption in the country's national oil company. Sources have said the journalist was interested in how certain officials of Guinea's transitional government had acquired their wealth and had been in the country for several days to investigate the oil company. It is not the first time Mr. Dietrich is arrested in Guinea. In March 2020, he was arrested and deported after he filmed the police crackdown on an opposition demonstration in the capital, Conakry. Schools have been closed in Martyrs and predictions of heavy rains that could result in flooding. The nearby French island of Union was this Monday placed on the highest cyclone alert, the level after it was hit by the powerful tropical cyclone Betel. Authorities have warned residents to stay indoors and emergency services are no longer authorized to intervene. The extreme weather conditions have caused fatalities in both Reunion and Mauritius. The body of a homeless man was found in the resort village of St. Gilles in Reunion's west coast shortly before the cyclone alert was upgraded from red to purple this Monday. The United States military says it has shot down a missile fired towards one of its warships from a Houthi area of Yemen. The anti-ship cruise missile fired towards the USS Lagoon in the Red Sea was down off the coast of Uday by a US fighter aircraft. No injuries or damages were reported in the incident on Sunday afternoon. It comes after the US and UK launched strikes aimed at degrading the military capability of the Houthis who have been attacking Red Sea cargo ships. The US and UK hit nearly 30 locations in Yemen on Friday, including arms depots, logistical hubs, and air defense systems. The US followed up on Saturday with another on Houthi raider site. President Joe Biden has said it would not hesitate to direct further measures to protect Americans and the free flow of international commerce as necessary. Nara has become Taiwan's first ally to make a diplomatic switch to Beijing. Just days after the island's presidential election, Nara's government said it would no longer recognize Taiwan as a separate country, but rather as an inalienable part of China's territory. China has over the past years been poaching Taiwan's diplomatic allies. Taiwan called the timing of the move China's retaliation against its democratic elections. Narrow's diplomatic switch leaves just 12 countries still keeping diplomatic ties with Taipei, including Guatemala, Paraguay, and Marshall Islands. Taiwan's election over the weekend saw voters pick sovereignty candidate Mr. William Lai as the next president, a move that angered Beijing. On sport, the Super Eagles of Nigeria were trained this Monday, and head coach Osipe Sierra says errors observed in the first game will be rectified ahead of the team's second game against host Cote d'Ivoire on Thursday. The three-time African champions were held to a 1-1 draw by Equatorial Guinea in their opening game on Sunday, a result Basiero says won't affect their plans at the Continental Showcase. Similarly, midfielder Alex Iwobi has urged Nigerians not to be deterred due to the slow start of the AFCON. The Fulham man is confident that the team will turn things around subsequently. For the Super Eagles, training scheduled this Monday, ODBC's Bayo Adegriga, who is in Cote d'Ivoire, reports that the session will commence at 4 p.m. local time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time at the National Police School, Abidjan. As we remember the fallen heroes, let's renew our commitment to the cause of the Nigerian nation. To end the media news, another look at the major items. Speaking on Sunday at a church service to commemorate the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, pledged the National Assembly's collaboration with executives to tackle insecurity. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, has said the Minister of Finance-led committee will speed up ongoing financial reforms in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. From other lands, you heard that Guinea's military authorities on Sunday arrested a French journalist, Mr. Thomas Dietrich, while investigating alleged corruption in the country's national oil company. The media news was edited by Chris Obu and broadcast from OGBC, Abeokuta.